If you went to do a message for your mother in the shop, she would have allowed you to have a penny worth of sweets.
Oh, Rachel Ray's wee sweetie shop, and we went over on a Friday with my mother and her purse.
Clover and things like that. Hard sweets just to stop.
Well, seeing I didn't have an awful lot of money, I liked blackjacks, so I did. They were just wee square sweets and that, and they were quite, well, you could afford to buy them.
Whenever we were very young, we liked the small sweets where you got a whole lot in a bag for a penny. And that's how we used to buy them, and we'd divide them out then. Everybody got so many.
I think I preferred a bar of chocolate. I think I preferred a bar of chocolate.
You got them wrapped up in a piece of newspaper. They rolled it around and put the sweets into it, and just, it wasn't paper bags, it was just pieces of newspaper wrapped up.
Well, you'll all remember the ice cream vans coming to the villages, and McKean's ice cream came on a Friday to Doch, and I can visualise where it stopped, and we all had to go down there and get our cones.
I'm still eating jelly beans. Sometimes whenever people come to visit me, they bring me a bag, and whenever I open it, it's full of jelly beans.
Too many.
I love them all too.
Doch Primary School.
It was called Longstone.
I went to Harryville.
I just loved to be at school. I didn't get enough education.
It was two big classrooms.
I don't think I liked it very well. I just got the day in and that was it.
I didn't like it that well, no. I liked it wasn't smart, maybe.
Well, there was a wall around the school at Corky. There were a brother of mine later that could have cycled round the wall. It wasn't a flat surface, but it was more or less at an angle. And he could have cycled round it.
I just liked to be there. I had very little distance to walk, to school in Doch Village. I loved to be there.
It was about 2 miles, it was Longstone.
I was taken by a relative by the hand, walking.
There was a lady teacher in the small room and a gentleman teacher in the big room.
The headmaster, he caught you by the ear at singing.
Usually the cane. Didn't get it too often, but it wasn't pleasant. Either that or they kept you in after school.
It was a small school, there were only 18 or 20 there.
It was just an aisle up the middle, and one side was the master's room and the other side was the teacher's room. And the toilet was outside.
The thing at the gate, the 2 pillars, well, they had to, I don't know whether they jumped and held the bike and took the bike with them. But it was dangerous. But then there were no health and safety.
I learned to swim in the River Mersey, just a pair of shorts, just covered on my private parts. Some days the River Mersey used to get rough, but I still enjoyed swimming in it.
Played an awful lot of hockey.
Played a lot of tennis, double tennis courts up there, and I played up there for years.
There was a lovely wall, and that's what I learned more or less to control football. Because I used to just thump it against the wall, and when it would come back off the wall, I'd try to control it, and I learned to kick with both feet.
I was captain of all the teams I ever was in. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it.
I used to kick with, I got to take penalties, for Ballymena. I was playing for the Irish League, against the English League. So the captain said, John, you never miss one for Ballymena. Go you up there now and take one against Gordon Banks. And I decided to kick it with my left. And I come round that side here. I kicked the ground 6 inches before the ball. The ball just just bounce towards the golden banks. Talk about being embarrassed.
In Corky, we had a man, James Sayers, a great man for research. Indeed, to make a long story short, he's the one who invented or discovered radar and the microwave ovens. So this week I have got news that they are now doing the plaque. I'm delighted over this.
I was very happy going to work and enjoyed my work all the time.
Well, I went to the technical college for a wee while. But then when I left it, then I got a job in a shop in a hawker.
When I was 18, it was a matter of going to McGee College, Londonderry. That was the place to go to study.
I was a winder in the Ballymena.
Well, did shorthand and typist for years and that.
It had no facilities for issuing degrees, but then it was linked to Trinity College Dublin.
The wages were poor.
I worked in a place called Flaxley Box, and that's where I learned to more or less get to know the Ballymena people, you know.
You would give spools, and you had to put that onto a bigger thing.
And my sisters, they were already working in the shirt factory in Ballymena. So I left the job I was in and went to the shirt factory in Ballymena.
I learned to do their work there, and I learned to become very clever at it, and I used to teach everybody else, you know.
You had to be very careful with it.
And then I became, well, secretary to people. I ended up being secretary to our MP, which was very good.
A lot of electrical stuff on machines called capstans.
And that was where you got good wages. You were paid as you worked. The more work you did, the more money you got.
I was over in London quite a lot then, and it worked out very well. And I earned plenty of money.
Cardinal Daly, he has a book, The Steps of My Pilgrimage, and he refers to the fact that he was studying for the priesthood. There were 6 or 7 fellows studying for the Presbyterian ministry. And I'm mentioned, others are mentioned. I'm the only survivor.
Yes, well, it was my daughter's 60th birthday, and we went to Donegal for the week, and we had a lovely time there. We thoroughly enjoyed it, so we did.
I had 3 boys and a girl.
One, and she has 3 children, so I have 3 grandchildren who I'm very happy to play about with and go on. They come and see me as often as they can. One's in Glasgow, one's in Manchester, and the other at the minute's in Birmingham.
And the girl was a twin, and she was a brilliant swimmer. She swam for Northern Ireland, and she swam against England. And on the first lap, she done the turn, and she disappeared underneath the water. And I was sitting in the balcony, and I nearly jumped over into the water because I thought she drowned, you know. And the next minute she come up and won the race. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, you know.
Love me tender, love me true.
Forever and ever, my heart will be true.
I just like Papa. It's nice soft music, nice romantic music.
Old songs. I used to sing at dances.
I used to dance to him, down in Arcadia in Portrush.
Sweetheart, forever, I'll wait for you.
He danced in Ballymena. He danced in the town hall in Ballyclare, the high school in Ballyclare, Portrush, sometimes the county down, He was a great dancer.
And out in Belfast, Plata, it was lively. Elvis, because he's better go about him.
We both made a promise that we'd never part.
Maybe the last dance if he wanted to leave you home.
I like dancing, singing and dancing. I used to sing as I danced.
If they're a good dancer, I don't care who they are.
We both made a promise that we'd never part. Let's seal it with a kiss forever, my sweetheart.
I know some folks who say that I'm a dreamer.
For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
But I've no doubt there's truth in what they say.
I know it.
Sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away.
Love me tender, love me true, all our dreams fulfill.
He said you couldn't sing.
For my Betty, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me true, all our dreams fulfill.